Oye, mira, good morning from Mountain Standard Time. You know, my Sifu used to tell me that my temper was a pendulum. That on one side, it could be the most destructive weapon on the planet. But on the other, it could be tamed and used accordingly. The story of the father and the son reminds us of the father telling his boy, "You have such an extreme temper and I'm going to teach you how to tame it." He tells his son, "For every time that you lose your temper, I want you to place one nail onto this wall and hammer it." It was a wooden fence. The boy agreed. He thought it was a good idea. So every time he lost his temper, the father would send him to the backyard to hammer a nail on this fence. One day, the boy got so upset, he hammered 32 nails onto this fence, and he hurt his hand. Once the boy realized the pain he was causing himself, he slowly started learning how to tame his temper. He actually found out that it was way much easier to control his temper than it was to hammer nails on this fence. One day, the boy finally learned how to control his temper, and he got so excited that he finally decided to tell his father. He said, "Dad, I no longer lose my temper. I haven't hammered a nail on this fence for weeks." The father saw that he was feeling pretty good about himself, and the father was very proud of his son. But he took him by the hand and he led him to the fence, and he said, "Son, I want you to take the same hammer, and I want you to remove every single one of these nails, and come get me when you're done." And the boy did. And as the boy was removing every nail from this fence, he started feeling foolish because it was taking so long, and he remembered how angry he was, and he couldn't remember what he was angry about for every nail that he was removing from this fence. He said, "I'm proud of you, son. You did a really good job. However, I want you to look at every hole that you've left in this fence. This fence will never be the same." When you say things in anger to people, using that same temper that you used to hammer these nails, you leave a scar like this one in people. And although the blisters on your hands have healed from the hammer, the wounds from the nails still remain.